Happy Friday again, Achieve Virtual Education Academy teachers. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful week and a wonderful countdown slash wrap up towards the last week towards our spring break, at least for most of us. If you're in a different school or school district, chances are your spring break may not perfectly align with ours, but over the next 2, 3 weeks, all or most of us will be on some kind of a break, which is well deserved at this time of year. Number one, hey, I'm kind of looking for some feedback here. I've been doing our weekly update via the Google presentation for a couple of years now. I started doing this after year one for sure, when I knew I was going to be utilizing My Big Campus a lot more. And initially it was positive. One of the specific things I kind of remember is that it allows you to focus on one important topic at a time. As opposed to seeing a whole mass of information kind of on an email. And so my concern is always the fact, will you click on it to read it or go through it? But the big question is, a lot of other administrators I'm seeing are showing off they're doing the SMORE, which is a great newsletter tool and a great way to get your information out there. I'm more interested in, what are you interested in reading from? Ben Davis High School, if you teach here, you see Sandy Squire's SMORE newsletter every Friday, as opposed to these weekly updates. So do you still like the spot check of bullet points of information per slide, or would you like something a little more engaging like the SMORE? I truly do not care which, just trying to get some information and feedback on what you might prefer. What I might even evolve this into. Obviously, I want to continue to grow too, but more importantly, I want to make sure I'm reaching you and getting the information that you need for the remainder of the school year and any part of the school year, depending on where we're at. So please just shoot me a quick email. I promise I'm not going to be offended one way or the other. Just kind of want to look for other ways to maybe make these more engaging or ensure that we're reading them, or whatever's easier, and obviously want to meet your needs in doing that. So thanks, I'd appreciate it. From there, payout verification. Next week, starting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, my goal is to be done by Wednesday, but I will be going through Genius, pulling the reports like I always do with your students who are enrolled, see who started, and get you paid your $50. If they finished, get you the $125 or the $75 if they're still a carryover part-time student from first semester. So stay tuned, watch for those emails. I'd like to get them out before everyone scatters for the break, at least the Wayne Township teachers for the break. That way I know I kind of get a response. If you're already on break, just do your best to look it over and respond to me. As long as I have a solid number of you that get back with me, I plan to submit that before I leave for spring break. Either next Friday would be ideal, or early that next week, so we can get you paid on that next payout. Otherwise, it'll be a couple weeks after spring break, probably before you see the money. So just kind of FYI. So look for those emails, look to respond, let me know if and where we don't match as usual, so I can look into it further and see what Genius is showing me, and maybe what the discrepancy is if there's a concern. Spring break office availability. This is a reminder. I think I've put this in the last couple of updates, but we are open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of that first week of our district's break, March 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. There'll be no teachers in the building, but Amanda, my secretary, and myself, principal here, will be here in the office. Friday the 25th, however, my secretary and I are both taking off. We will be out that day and through the whole next week, where all MSD of Wayne Township offices are closed through April 1st. We will reopen with all other schools in our school district for that last push towards the end of the school year on Monday, April 4th. So just kind of an idea of if I don't respond as quickly as I normally do, you'll kind of see or know why. I will have my laptop. I will respond over the break. I just may not be as quick to, especially if it's a non-emergency. Summer school. In case you get questions, we have pushed back registration, and this is because of the Genius into Skyward transition. Our office will need time to kind of think about new processes and how we're going to get kids enrolled efficiently and effectively, and accurately, more importantly. And so because of that, we've pushed registration back. Generally, when we get back from spring break, that Monday's crazy, and we're taking them. And we fill up in about a week and a half for 2,000 enrollments. But FYI, in case kids are asking, you're wondering, we won't start that enrollment process until the end of April. Generally, I think by last year we were full closed, and you already had summer school kids by April 25th. So this year it's going to be pushed back probably to the early parts of May when you're going to be receiving. I don't even know if you'll be receiving the emails anymore once we get into Skyward for It's Learning for summer school. So just kind of things to think about as we think about those processes, what we're used to and what the new reality may be. But that's why we're pushing back registration until I know more and kind of see it and feel it and get to play around with it a little bit. That's kind of where we're at currently. Speaking of, if you're interested, I've heard from a lot of you, but certainly continue to let me know if you haven't already. I just need to put the roster together during that first week. Once payouts are done, I'll probably start to do that, so Michelle and Scott know who kind of our first up teachers are to get kids. Remember, for summer school, I give everyone anywhere between 70 to 100, depending on how proficient you've been for us in the past and how many you think you can handle and want. Math teachers, I give you guys less because our first couple of years, it was, I know you guys get bogged down with a lot of phone calls for math because math's one of the tougher subjects to do online. So that's kind of where we're at. If I don't have enough by spring break, if I don't get enough yeses here in the next week or so, I will be looking for postings of positions potentially I might need. So be sure to get back with me. Again, because of the changes, we are holding enrollments again at 2,000. That's where we were last year. So if you kind of get a feeling for maybe how many you had last year, that's what we're probably looking at again this year. Professional development. If you recall, February and March were on your own, and Michelle's been sending those emails out. I've been copied on every one of them, so I see that you got them. Make sure you're going through there, seeing what maybe needs updated, changed, those kinds of things, getting used to It's Learning, especially if you're planning on teaching summer school, because that's going to be your class most likely. So be sure to stay up to date with the activities. April's PD, when we get back from spring break, is going to be kind of a wrap-up of the year, and It's Learning, one last final quick training for that, and then we start looking at summer school. And those of you teaching summer school, some quick trainings on obviously Skyward, how to find your students' information, and again, It's Learning, so you feel ready to go and confident to get through summer school and your large enrollment for the summer school opportunity. With that being said, enjoy the weather. It's kind of crazy. It's like 70 degrees here in the middle of March, but so it does appear the worst of it is behind us. I said that last week, and it looks ever more certain this week. So enjoy it. Be safe. We're planning already for the I-STEP and Part 2 coming up in mid-April, and then ECA early May. Those letters have been posted, and we'll be mailing them here soon. So lots coming around the bend with graduation to plan for. Make sure you're pushing your seniors. Miss Goodnight's starting to notice them to drop off. We really want to see those seniors get to the finish line so they can become more productive in the community and help pay for my retirement someday. So with that, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. If you're on your spring break now, enjoy your spring break. If not, I'll have one more update that I'll probably submit maybe Wednesday or Thursday next week, knowing that Friday will be kind of crazy and everybody will be distracted and wanting to get out of their school. So have a great weekend. See you next week.